in Australia, make sure you share these very important brokers widely. These brokers, I'm not going to stay here more than an hour. I'm going to do as much as possible to make sure I maintain 1 hour exactly on this very program. That's why I will not allow calling enable me to finish on time. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, most of you have come across the frustration of the Nigerian state army. Let me tell you all what is going on. We all know the game they are playing. But it's unfortunate that a place that call themselves a country, because Nigeria to me is not a country yet, is an mere experiment, according to the late Awolowo. It's a mere British experiment, which have never worked. They have been in this experiment for over 100 or something years, but still, it's not working. Now, we all knew how hard the late Muhammad Buhari tried in order way to get the image of IPOB tarnished. And everyone knew how Nigeria, through that effort, ridiculed themselves, both local and international. Because what IPOB is doing is in line with international law. Self-determination is the right of indigenous people in every place where they are found. Now, late Muhammad Buhari tried as much as he can, and he left this world. In desperation to maintain that particular pursuit of stopping the emergence of Biafra, then concluded in bringing an impostor to finish his term, which everybody knew that the man that finished Buhari tenure wasn't the original Buhari, but an impostor. In this particular desperation as well, it continued. After the expiration of that tenure, they make sure that there is nobody from the eastern region of that part of that country will emerge in any political party as a candidate, as a presidential candidate. They ambush all those who they used to instigate insecurity in the eastern part of that particular place, originally known as Biafra territory. After all the promises they made to them that lead to the kidnapping of Mazi Lionman, Kanu, they later ambush all those they made those promises to. Now, this desperation also is what led to Ohaneze Ndigbo and some micro few politicians in the eastern region of Nigeria, which is Biafra territory, to went extraordinary mind in trying to establish what we call insecurity in the whole of that region. But because of the effort of IPOB and the DOS, we were able to make some progressive efforts to make sure that that particular area doesn't look like the northern part of Nigeria, where the Fulanese have created unending insecurity challenge. Now, I will begin to mention names because we have come to the real business. In this desperation, the former governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer Dave Omai, in a search to get a hardcore, or may I call it a frustrated soul, that will be able to help them champion this call of sabotaging the Biafra effort. Then discovered the man they call Simon Ekpa, who is, their family is from Funani and was born in Biafra land. If you doubt what I'm telling you, I want people from Ebonyi to tell me that somebody can answer Ekpa. Ekpa is a Calabar name. There is no way any man from Abia State will answer Ekpa. There's no way any man from Amambra, which is Anambra, will answer Ekpa. There's no way a man from Enugu State will answer Ekpa. Have you asked yourself a question? Where does that name Ekpa come from? Now I will tell you where the name Ekpa come from, because that's what I'm making the search for. The name Ekpa came from when the fake son of Ahmed Tinubu sponsored Simon Ekpa to Europe. Late Ahmed Tinubu's son, the one that died, was the one that helped Simon Ekpa to abroad. The name Simon Ekpa emerged because of the passport available. The name that the guy in Finland is bearing is never his name. The name is not Ekpa. His name is Yusuf Yakua. Yusuf Yakua, original name given to him by his father, who is a Fulani, but the mother were Ebonyi, from Ebonyi. The original is Yusuf Yakua. Now, because of those days, you can use a transferred name and exit Nigeria airport. That's why I tell you that Nigeria have been in a corrupt system for a decade. Then we are able to use that name, the name of original person that owned the passport, that they put picture of Yusuf Yakua, which is Simon Ekpa, wear a Calabar name. Yusuf Yakua, wear a Calabar name. And they told him that time that this is the name, the passport that is available. They said is that something they use that, the language they use that, they said carrying passport. That time they are carrying passport. If I have passport that time, I want somebody, if I enter where my destination is going, there is some agent that time, they use that as a business. You can use the passport and send it back home for another person to travel. Then those people who travel within 1991, 95, 96, 97, 98, stroke 2024, 2004 know what I'm talking about. So that's how the name Ekpa came on board, and they begin to answer the name. But his original name is Yusuf Yakua from Funa. Is the Funa name? Now, therefore, mine then discovered a trusted hand. Yeah, proxy passport. As you can put it in a if you want to generalize the criminality of that particular documentation called proxy. Now, therefore, the former governor of Ebonyi State and the former governor of River State, next in weekend, and the former Ohaneze Ndibo president, John Nnamdi, they were desperate to create what they call who will challenge IPOB. They first of all fix in some women who make themselves available for this job, which is Madam Oyibo, Nelo Febu, Bridget, and the one they call Mazi Lionman Kanu personal secretary. The mother bring her in to make it look international and real. You know, they know that you people love something that is international. So when they brought this thing in, they knew that Simon Ekpa, they have already discovered that Simon Ekpa is not a Biafran, he's not an Igbo person, but a Funani, but using the name, the carried passport at travel, and that's the name he have to bear forever because of that name that he have used to travel out through the late son of the new president of Nigeria now. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Go and make the research and you find out what I'm talking about. Now they brought him on board and lectured him what he will do. You know, that is something that we call, if you want to catch monkey, you have to bring banana, or you speak the language of monkey. You begin to speak the language of Biafra, because that is the only thing that will make people pay attention to get this job done. They begin to call the name Biafra, 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 Biafra. And they apply every effort to make sure that Mazi Lionman recognize him as one of those who is on media, doing the needful for awareness of Biafra. He wasn't only one. Mazi Lionman mentioned their names the day Mazi Lionman decided to recognize some few media warriors that he can remember, because we are thousands. Then he mentioned the names of the real media warrior, and mentioned his name last. His name was the name he mentioned last. He said, of course, underline this language. Mazi Lionman is an intelligent man. When he got to his turn, he said, of course. Listening to him, he is doing the needful for media. He said, of course. Whenever you see the language of course, it means under probability, unsure. Of course means this thing is not sure. This thing is not trusted. For those who is educated. That's why I said education is the problem of our people. Now, they contracted him through Nigeria embassy in Finland. They educated him on what he's coming to do against the people of Biafra and the Biafra struggle. Now, why I'm opening this thing today, I want the Nigerian state, the Nigerian army to know that what they are at now is out of frustration. And it's very, very childish for a whole people that call themselves army of a nation. In as much I know that Nigeria is a company that belongs to Britain. It's never a nation yet. Now, they are beginning now to display open the frustration of trying to tarnish the image of IPOB. You see, after all this effort, that is why Hope Uzodimma, this is the major reason the former governor of Imo State was on seat, was removed, and they put an illegal governor into Imo State to help facilitate this plan. But most of IPOB members did not have this intel. Now, Hope Uzodimma knew too many misbehaved youth in Imo State that have been in the prison for a long time. Those who kill, those who they caught in the ritual, human ritual, this thing, and jail. Those who they caught in armed robbery, bank robbery, those who are serving 10 years, 8 years, 20 years, you know, in Imo State prison. Then he went and make an arrangement and released them and call it a jailbreak. There was no way a jailbreak. They make arrangement, and that very day, that jailbreak was caused. There are 3 officers who knew what happened. When people who were coming to break the jail was coming, they have alerted them. One of them, I know one of them. One of them signal one of his colleagues and say, no, this is coming from governor. So they have to hide so that the people they arrange to come for the jailbreak will not harm them. The people who went for jailbreak there is Nigerian DSS mixed with some Nigerian army. They opened the door and allowed those criminals to escape. When they escape, they have the list of those they want to use out of the escapees of the prison. Now, these are the people they recruited, and they asked them to go and search in Imo State everywhere that ESN has camp. And because of the fastness and the smartness of the DOS, of course, IPOB have intelligence units in terms of information and investigation. When they discover the danger that is coming to hit the ESN personnel, they quickly vacate all the whole camps over there. Then these boys they released from the prison took over Imo State. And they handed them over to Simon Ekpa for the job they are going to do in tarnishing the image of IPOB and they make Biafra look criminality. Are you following me? Are you following me tonight? That's why I say everything I'm telling you here, carry a pen and paper. Very, very important. Very, very important. So they hand over those people to Simon Ekpa to lead them, to be on media, to lead them in front, to lead them. And he accepted it. Now, can Nigeria Army bring an evidence anywhere Mazi Lionman have made an utterance of violence? The answer is no. Can Nigeria Army bring any evidence anywhere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they are holding have made an utterance of violence or giving order of violence? Now, Nigeria Army knew that all the international community are pointing at their agent, which they recruited, which is Yusuf Yakoa, called aka Simon Ekpa. Now, this is why they are all desperate. Now, the international community are pressurizing them. Is this person untouchable? Because he's their agent. So if they touch him, which means which means what they have done have gone back to them. And the guy is telling them that he is on his own. Quietly. When they come, Facebook have started to drop they have started dropping it. They have started dropping it. I hope God will help. I think they have blocked me. Am I blocked? Have I been blocked? I think I have been blocked. Are you people seeing me? What is going on? What is going on? I am given notice by Facebook. I think I have been blocked. I've been blocked. I've been blocked. I think I've been blocked. Okay, I'm back again. Let me, I've answered some questions they sent me here. I think I'm back again. Let me wait. Let me come over with this. Let me come over with this. Oh my goodness God. What is going on? What is going on? Let me come over with this. Please pardon me. I am trying to get something done here. Oh my goodness God. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Now, I hope I'm back. I am back. I have responded to Facebook. They are trying to shut me up from this very, very explosive review today. So they are on their neck, asking them why are they ignoring the man who have come on media to make a pronunciation of violence against the Nigerian forces. And there is no way they can, because the mission was to use him, attach him to IPOB, and through him get IPOB tag terrorists internationally. Then at the end, they will bring him out because there's a plan which the Britain is aware of, which Nigeria government is aware of. So they will not bring him and give him amnesty. In other way, people who are out for Biafra will be afraid and they abandon Biafra. These are the original, I'm just telling you, original plan which they came up with Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Epa. Now, this is what IPOB, Media Warrior, and every IPOB family around the world should be asking. They should be demanding for evidence that warrant or that qualified Mazi Lionman, the head of DOS, to be his photo to be attached among the terrorist list people in Nigeria. And if the Nigerian army did not provide evidence, now I am giving the IPOB leadership the guideline now. This broadcast is for all the IPOB member and the leadership as well. Now, if they should give the Nigerian state army a ultimatum date to bring in evidence, a substantial evidence that make them put an innocent man who have never made an utterance of any kind of violence or engage in any kind of criminality, then if they could not provide it, they can be sued. Nigerian army can be sued, because what is the characteristics of terrorism? How can you qualify people as terrorists? Now, one, a terrorist can be qualified as people who go to a peaceful area of harming the innocent citizens of that particular place. That is one. Second, a terrorism can be, it can qualify, it can tag somebody as a terrorist when the group or organization engages in slaughtering the forces of that particular nation, which IPOB have never engaged in any of killing other police or killing other army or navy. Another, that is second. Another one is where terrorism can be qualified, where the House of Rep members of any state or federal are being attacked during their sitting by the group or organization. It can be qualified as terrorists. Now, have IPOB done of any such, or where they can go to marketplace where everybody are doing their businesses and they carry out attack? And all these things which I have lined up today on media is one of the things the Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Epa, have tried and carried out in some places. Remember, this Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Ekpa, ordered his gang that was recruited by these people that I mentioned, the former governor of Rivers State, Hope Uzodinma, and the Dave Omai, and the former president of Ohanes and Dibo, John Nnayawood. That's why I'm calling them is I want them to make a sue. To go to the international, anywhere they want, let them sue. So that we will come up. You know, I remember when Mazi Lionman said, we want this case to enter international court so that we will not come there and expose Nigeria government. And they will come back with shame. Their Biafra will march as fast as we want it. Now, that's what I'm doing today. Now, Simon Ekpa and his group, Yusuf Yakoa, have gone to market and they carry out a barbaric act against the peaceful market women, which a pregnant woman were murdered. Are you following me? Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Ekpa, have given order for Christians in Biafra land to stay away from church for complete 3 months, which Ipob block. We blocked that particular utterances that was coming from him. We block it, and people went to their faith center where they practice their faith without being harmed because of the effort of Ipob. Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Ekpa, have attacked Nigerian army in several places, in several junctions, in several locations in Biafra land. And all this Nigerian army being attacked are all Biafran personnel in Nigerian army. Let them go and bring the list of the victims. Evidence is there. So, tagging an innocent man who have never made an utterance, and the IPOB have come severally disassociate themselves from the activities of Yusuf Yakoa, aka Simon Ekpa. Song. Now, all these press releases are there. The evidence is there. Nobody can deny that. The evidence is there. Now, because of the pressure of international community, as Britain have continued to lobby, and then European Union are telling them, no, these people are agitating accordingly in line with law. Britain insists that if they go, that their economy will be affected. And the European Union have advised the British government to make peace with the Biafrans and work with the Biafrans. But because of the illegal mining and the illegal exploitation of mineral resources that is coming from Biafra, that they don't want to engage, because when Biafra is restored, of course, there will be a meter. We will now have meter, and we will have price. We can sell things to them because they are taking it for free. They don't want this advice from the European Union. Now, I want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to understand the agreement he signed that make the British government allow him as a president even when someone else was massively voted in as the choice of the people. They sideline the person and put this thing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should hear me and hear me very clearly. The work the late Muhammad Buhari could not achieve, you cannot achieve it. Because we Biafrans are very, very intelligent and we are everywhere in the world. We know what is